let's give this a shot. Now, I'm not going to do this all in one piece because I'm not capable of that right now. So I'm going to be doing it separately, but I'll edit it all together. And maybe I won't even put any music in there. Second thought, you know I always have to have music.
I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
Hey guys, hope you guys are all doing well. It's been quite a while since I've come on to do a video, so I thought today I'm going to get started and do one. It's been really lovely weather. It's been a really pretty day today, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to come on and get this thing started. So for the longest time, I have been wanting to do some paper crafting, junk journaling, doing things with like all of the supplies that I've been collecting, and I haven't done anything with them. I've had this big resistance in capital letters to actually getting started. And I thought, you know, I can't be the only one who is having this problem. I mean, how hard can it be? It's not rocket science, right? So I'm really just kind of getting tired of not being able to get started. So I thought, well, maybe if I film it, I might be able to actually do something. It might be kind of fun. Who knows? Maybe it'll just be a complete failure, but it won't be, because I'll have fun doing it. And right, you guys said it'd be fun, right? It's gonna be fun? I think so. And we'll see what happens. And it won't be a tutorial because I don't know how to teach it. So what I'll do is I'll just get the supplies for the project that I have in mind, spread them out on the dining room table here. I live in an apartment, so I don't have a room. I don't have a craft room or a real crafting space. I just have my dining room table. So you know what? I've been learning that you use what you have. So I will use this and just see where it goes. And I think that will help me. I don't know what I'll do with the project afterwards. I have no idea, but I want to try it anyway. So let's do this together, okay? And I'll cheer you on, you cheer me on, and we'll just get it done, okay? All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Busting down, there's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. Well, we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. Stand by you when you're falling, when the stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever, we can make it together.
So hey guys, I can't believe I finally made it here. I'm about ready to actually do some real crafting. I'm really excited. I can't believe it. But anyway, I'm glad you're here with me because I need your support. So the project that I chose to do is actually one that was made by one of the makers from Tim Holtz. So I saw the project on their website. So I went to timholtz.com and he has the makers tab. So I went there, and then here's a list of all of his makers. And the one I chose to do today was actually one by Stacy Hutchinson. And I checked on her blog, and she has a blog called Tattered Nest Designs. So she has a lot of really cool projects, but there was one in particular that just kind of spoke to me, and I actually saw this a long time ago. And I got the supplies, but due to a lot of different circumstances, I just never was able to do it. Yeah. So I'm going to show you the one that I chose, and we're going to try to make this together. Okay, let me show you. So here on Stacy's website, I went to her blog, and she has a little area here called the archives. And the project that I'm looking for is actually in her March 22nd archive list, and it's this one called, right here. It's called A Look at the New Distress Foundry Wax. So, yes, I've done this before. Spread the word. So I'm spreading the word. So I went here, and then she has this tutorial kind of in pictures called A Look at the New Distress Foundry Wax. And it used all of these new, well, at the time they were new, the Foundry Wax by Tim Holtz. And she made all these really cool tags that look like typewriter keys. And I have the, it's a 3D folder, embossing folder that makes these. And the one, I don't have all of the Foundry waxes, the different colors. I just have the one. And I got it because this is the tag that I want to make right here. It's this one here. So I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so the first thing Stacy said she did was, well, for the other 3 tags, she embossed 3 Distress Mixed Media Heavy Stock number 8 tags. So those were already tag shaped. But for the one I want to do, she used, she made 1 black alcohol ink paper tag. And she says this was cut using the Tim Holtz tag thinlet set and black alcohol ink paper. So I have the alcohol ink paper, which is the alcohol ink cardstock. And then I also have the thinlet set. These are framelets, but this is the same number that she used, 658784. So she probably used this bigger one, right? And then this little thing. Because it looks like she added that to it. So I got to play around with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my die cut machine, and I'm going to cut out a tag on this paper. I'm gonna have to do this in bits and pieces because I'm super slow. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing 100%, but that's okay. I'm gonna edit this all together because I love editing, and we'll just take it one step at a time. Okay, so I haven't used my die cutting machine in a really long time. In fact, I've only used it one time, and that was when I first was trying to learn how to set it up. And I made those 3 little videos, my little die cutting videos that are on my channel. But that was like, what, almost a year ago? So I have to follow the directions again. So the first thing it says, using the framelits, which is what we're using, you want to use both the thin die adapter, which is this, and the standard platform. Okay, so this is the standard platform. So I'm using the Big Shot fold away. So anyway, so then it says to place the material to be die cut on the cutting pad. So here's this. I'm sorry about this thing. This is my camera holder thing, my phone holder. I can't get it out of the picture. So there it is. But okay, so place the material to be die cut on the cutting pad. So it shows the standard platform, then this thing, the thin die adapter, and then this. And this is the cardstock, the alcohol cardstock, and I guess it doesn't really matter which side. They kind of both look the same to me, so we'll just use this one. And then you place the die over it and align it. So we're going to do that. I don't know, do you put it in the middle? I have no idea. Do you try to save paper? I guess. So there's that. And then, because Stacy used this thing, which I think she must glue this on here at some point, I guess. I'm gonna assume that's what she did. So maybe I'll put that there too. Or let's see. Again, I'm so slow at this, you guys. Sorry, but you know what? Maybe this is how beginners learn. So bear with me. So then you do that. And wait, I'm using the wrong one. Of course I am. I want the bigger one. So then that'll have to move this thing, right? Okay. Good thing I have 10 sheets of this alcohol ink paper. Always have a backup plan, right? Okay, so there you go. All right. Black, there's no pattern on here, so I guess it's going to be straight enough. Okay, so I need this thing now. This goes on top of here, like this. Such a klutz. I guess that's right. No, that's not right. Okay, so you have to put the cutting pad down, right? Cutting pads. So it shows the standard platform, the die, then this thing, and I don't, okay, there you go. And I guess, I know I probably have to keep one of these as a top piece and one as a base piece, but I don't know if it really makes any difference. I don't know. I'm analyzing it, over-analyzing it way too much. Okay, so this goes back on here. And this goes on here. Okay. I'll try that. And then this one goes on here. So you can tell I've cut a tag before. So that's all I've cut is a tag. So I guess it goes like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so then it goes in here, right? right? That's what it's going to do, right? This is super scary to me, you guys. I don't know why. And then you're gonna, okay, I have to turn this around so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's that. There's that. So then it says, place the sandwich on both thin die adapter and standard platform. Excuse me. And slide platform into opening of the big shot. Okay, so this is the, okay, so it's gonna go. Oh, why is this? This is fun, right? This is fun. It's supposed to be fun. I don't know if this is fun yet. And I know it's supposed to make this crunchy sound. And it makes a crack when it comes out. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's put this over here. Let's put this over here. And let's check it out. This is the top one. This is this. Oh, okay, there's the die. Here's this little thing. I don't know if it cut, but we'll see. Oh, that didn't really cut, so I don't know about that. But look, I got a tag. Haha, yay. So now I don't know about this thing. I might try to do that one again. But look, I got a tag. Yay, yay. So I ran this back through. I had this upside down when I put it on the first time. This is the cutting piece, I think. So it had to be upside down so it would cut into the paper. So I did it again, and guess what? I got my little ring. So now I think I have to put this on here, right? And glue it on. Oh my gosh, you know what that means? It means I have to open my glue bottle. Right. Okay, so the next thing Stacy did, she says, I spritzed the tags, or in my case, the tag, with water, I'm gonna use the Distress Spray bottle from Tim Holtz, and then ran each of the tags through the Big Shot fold away. So she's gonna put the tag into the texture fade. So I need to open that and get it out. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. And get this out. This is number 664760. Okay, so this is what it looks like, right? Okay, so I'm gonna have to, this has the raised edge, this is the indented edge. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll spray my tag with water, which I think is gonna break up the fibers. just a little bit and make the embossing a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna run it through the machine, the big shot. So, hang on. Okay guys, so this next step, I am actually gonna follow the instructions for this on the platform, the standard platform, because it has the instructions here for using texture fades, which is what this is. This folder is 3D texture fades. So, reminder, this is not a cutting surface. Okay, have to remember that. And in this case, for this folder, we're not going to use the thin die adapter. This also is not a cutting surface, so we're going to put that away. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the, according to the instructions, I am a big instruction reader. Until I get it right and understand it, I'm always going to refer back to the instructions. So it shows the standard platform, which is this, then one of the cutting pads, then the folder, and then the other cutting pad. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this, we're going to use this, we're going to use this, and then she also said, remember to spray the ticket, tag, whatever, the tag, a couple of times. So I'm just going to use the Tim Holtz sprayer. I'm going to give this a couple of little sprays, not a lot, just a couple of little. I'm going to have to do this fast, okay? I got to take up speed here. So I'm going to do this over here. Spritz. I just did it 3 times. That should be enough, right? Okay, so we're going to put it in here. I'm just going to open it just like this. This is the top, I think. So I'm going to put it here. Try to just kind of align it. Then shut it like a book. Hopefully that's going to be right. So then we're going to put this down here. And then the cutting pad on the top. And I'm kind of keeping this beveled edge. It's kind of flat on one surface and then beveled on this. I'm kind of keeping the beveled side on the top. And I'm going to put it in. It's kind of thick, right? Kind of looks kind of thick. So then I'm going to put this in the big shot. Kind of, I think one of the things is to kind of put it at a little bit of an angle, right? And then kind of leave some space here so that it can catch. Move this thing out of the way. I have too much ambiance. And then let's see if we can get this going. Put it in, get it going, and this is gonna kind of be I gotta push on it, right? Let's hope this works. Oh my God, this is so stressful. Go, come on. Okay, that doesn't feel right. Give me a second here. Okay, it says it's right, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Try this again. It's just really hard to, I don't know. I don't want to break the thing. I guess you just have to get it going, right? Is this right? Probably breaking it. This does not look right to me. Okay, I'm gonna do this. So, okay, what I did was I took off the bottom cutting plate because it just seemed like it's too thick to run this through. So, Let's try it without it, with just the cutting pad on the top and then the folder underneath with the paper in it. So let's give this one a shot and see if this works. Okay, it's going through much easier. So we're gonna run this through. And Stacy said she ran hers through a couple of times. But I'm just gonna try one time, because this is like really exhausting. It's not rocket science. I have to keep telling myself that. So let's kind of see what happened, right? It's okay to make mistakes. And I make a gazillion of them. But that's all right. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Look. Oh my gosh. It worked. It totally, totally worked. There's the back. Here's the front. It's all embossed with letters, typewriter letters. Yay. Oh my gosh. So the trick is to just use the platform, then your folder, you put your paper in it, and then one cutting pad on the top. There you go. Live and learn. Yay. Okay, on to the next step.
Breaks my heart seeing you struggle with the things you do, carrying the one on your shoulder. When did we become so much older?
Okay, so the next step in the process, Stacy says about adding the sterling Foundry Wax to the embossed tag. So this is going to be the next step. It's going to use, I have the Foundry Wax in sterling color. So this is going to be not the last step, but almost. We're almost there. We're almost there. I can't believe it. I'm making a tag. What's it going to be like if I try to make a whole junk journal? It'll probably take me the rest of my life. I don't know. One step at a time. One step at a time. Okay, so with using the Foundry Wax, there's a lot of nuances to using this. And I'm not going to go into these right now, maybe a little bit as I use it, but Tim Holtz has a whole video on this. It's on the YouTube channel under the Tim Holtz Distress Foundry Wax. If you want to watch that, that's really informative. A lot of information, shows how to use it. It's a 2 hour long, over 2 hours long video. I've watched this thing a number of times. Of course I did. I'm an Enneagram 5. Research. Anyway, getting off track. So you guys can go and watch that, and I'm going to skip this, but I'm going to go straight into trying to use it myself for the very first time, and we'll see how it goes. Thinking positive. All right, so about 31 minutes into the video that Tim made demonstrating how to use the Distress Foundry Wax that I mentioned, he's actually uses the same cardstock and the same folder to demonstrate on. So I'm gonna mimic him, try to learn from him, and then try it myself. So this is his explanation.
So let's take another one, something really textured that has some different levels. Now I'll go in with Mind. This will be nice, a nice coppery color. We'll squeeze some of that out. Again, just using my finger. And for this, I'm just gonna lightly go over those highest points of the letters first, okay, while it's liquid, because I can tell from this folder, it's got a lot of different texture, right? So I don't mind some of this getting a little on the gunky side. All right, so now it's starting to get creamier. So now I really want to start working this into the rest of the folder. Okay, keep working with that. And just work that in, because everything that you would do with a wax, you could still do. And when I say a wax, it is a wax, but everything you can do with let's say a paste wax, you can still do with Foundry Wax. You just have to know at which time you want to add it. So could you add?
Okay, so I'm gonna pause that there. All right, so then now it's my turn to try. And I'm super scared to do this, you guys. I have one tag. I can make another one. If I mess it up, I mess it up. I have to get over this fear, get over the resistance, and actually do something with this and put this Foundry Wax onto this, okay? So here we go.
I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. When the river is calling, I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Yeah, yeah. When things go wrong, it's easy to sing a sad song. Seems like nothing comes for free, yeah. And it won't take a lot. Your fragile soul will soon be strong. I'll carry you so tenderly. What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
Okay, so now that we have our tag all with the Foundry Wax on it, the next step is going to be to heat it. And I'm going to let Tim explain it better than I can. Okay, so let's listen.
Now, the key to Foundry Wax is that you must heat it. It's not an option. You can't say, well, can I let it air dry? No. Can I let it sit in the sun? No. You have to heat it to transform its finish. It's no different than when you do embossing powder, right? You need to melt the embossing powder for the embossing powder to work. If you do not heat set Foundry Wax, it will completely rub off, okay? What we need to do is transform the finish, because right now, yeah, it looks beautiful, but wait until you see the magic of Foundry Wax. Now, you can use a regular embossing gun. That's what I'm going to use. You can also use the Ranger heat tool. Both of these will get hot enough to melt the Foundry Wax, but it has a lower melting point than embossing powder, right? Embossing powder needs 340 degrees to melt. This has a melting point at about 125, okay, which is still hotter than a hairdryer, so you want to use that. I like to use an embossing gun because it's quicker, right? So I'll hold this up just so you can see the transformation right before your eyes. It is amazing. Are you ready? We're going to turn it on. We'll start up here on the top with gilded. So it's going to go from that finish, and you'll see it turn, just like you see like embossing powder turn, right? See that? Goes right across. just like scanning a barcode. Here's Mind, right across. Here's Sterling, right across. And here is Statue, right across. And just like that, it is finished. Doesn't require anything. And this is what it transformed into. Actual leafed metallic. So it went from a regular finish to a reflective leafing. Think of it as almost like liquid leafing. The wax is completely dry, completely cool, and completely permanent. We can go back to that. Oh, this one's good. Look at that. Whew. Because that one has Mind and Statue on it. Man. Yeah, before I heat the rest of that, let me just kind of show you the difference. So can you see that? That shiny metallic. And then you can see here, it's only got heated like right to here. So this, no heat is applied. This, heat has been applied, right? So you could just totally see how the light hits it and how it leafs. That's what it's doing. Because these foundry waxes are made with leafing metallics. They are designed to leaf as soon as heat is applied. And that is the foundriness. You need to essentially melt this down to create, like, look at that. Wow. Oh, so good. It's like, seriously, the camera can't even do it justice.
Okay, so I guess it's going to be my turn. And I have this heat gun. And another thing that he had mentioned in the video is that when you heat it, you don't want these two things to be next to each other because the heat will solidify the wax. So we're going to move this far away before we do anything. So put it way over there. I'm going to plug in this. It's a brand new heat tool that I have, Chandler. I haven't even uncoiled the coil. I'm telling you guys, I haven't done any of this. So let's give this a go. Okay? Okay guys, here we go. Let's see, I have the low setting or the higher setting. Let's start with the low setting. Okay? This is a one time. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's working. Look at this. Just like scanning a barcode, he said. Oh, that's cool. Can you see this? Look at this. That was heated, that was heated. You can see the shiny. It doesn't really pick up as much on the camera, but it really does shine. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so since we're experimenting, I'm gonna try with the higher setting now. Let's see what happens. Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh. It turned out really pretty. I love it. It's so cool. Okay, that was a success. Now, there's one more step. Now you could leave it like this. I would totally leave it like this. But if I'm gonna follow Stacy's tutorial, she did one more thing. So let's pull her back up and see what the last step is, okay? So Stacy says that once the sterling wax was heated and shiny, I spritzed the paper with water, then some black soot and ground espresso oxide sprays. Then I dried it with my heat tool. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use these black soot, ground espresso, distress oxide spray, and then dry it, and that'll be the last step, and then it'll be done. I'm excited to see what happens with this. As you can tell, I haven't even opened these yet. So again, brand new to this, so let's give it a shot. I'm getting braver. Okay, since Tim likes to use his Splat box when using the Distress Oxide sprays, I had to, of course, get a Splat box. And I didn't really know how to assemble it. So, of course, being the researcher that I am, I found his directions on how to assemble it on his site. So I'm going to play that real quick right now because it might help. I don't know, help me. So here we go.
So you get it. So let's talk about sprays. Now, because sprays are a fluid colorant, okay, you need to remember that it's going to get a little messy. Okay? It's just the nature of the product. And some people, like I said before, I wasn't really into sprays much because that's all I thought of them. I thought, man, that is just a hot mess. I can't control it. I get stuff everywhere. And that is true. You have to be aware of that. That sprays are designed, well, to spray. They're going to go places. But there are products that you can use when you're working with your sprays. And I'll just share how I use mine. First of all, I work on a media mat or some place that's covered. If I am going to do a lot of spraying, I even put a bit of like butcher paper down. You just get paper on a roll and you can cover your space there because there is going to be overspray. Or as you've seen in videos, I love to use my Splat box, okay? And the Splat box is really important. I'll just show you real quick because I don't think I've ever shown the Splat box itself, how it comes, because you can still use your own cardboard box. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's how the Splat box comes. It comes flat, okay? But the cool thing about this box, like when you open it, right, it is designed to easily just go together. So you open this part up, it's got these little flaps here. It's got this little area that you stand up. It's got these, so it's like a triple wall. If you see, it's got that inside piece and then it's got an outer piece and another piece here. It's got these little perforation marks that are designed to go around the thickness of this wall. I'm just trying to do this and staying in frame. Then it's got the little tab down there. You see that? And that just pops into that little channel and you wrap this around and that pops into that channel. And that's it. Your Splat box is made. But I wanted these thicker walls again because I wanted a box that I can spray into. So this angle was really important. And so I know people, obviously you can just cut a box and work into it. But if you're going to do that, you really want to construct something that's going to have this angular play. Because if everything is always from the top, you're really missing different pattern and movement because everything is always raining down from the top. So having this angle allows me to go in from the side. And it also allows me to stand it up this way if I wanted to spray and have something drip down. So that's how it is. Can you take this apart? Absolutely. You can press down to get that tab to unlock and you can refold it if you want. But honestly, when I have my Splat box, once I put it together, I just use it. Okay. So
now it's time. I'm going to put my Splat box together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have my Splat box, paper towel, my tag, spray bottle, the Distress Oxide sprays, which I have shaken up really good. Shaking them back and forth, kind of like ringing a bell to mix up the dye and the pigment. Lay down there. I've done the same thing quite a bit with this one. I don't know how long you have to do it, but I think you have to do it a while. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the water on the tag and then these and then dry it with my heat tool. Okay, deep breath. This is going to be okay. Even if I ruin this, it's not going to be devastating to me. I'm just going to do this, okay? Let's just be bold. So, give this another shake. You're shaking it enough. Come on, girl. You're shaking it enough. Shake. Okay, so I'm going to spray this like Tim and Stacy said to do. Just give it a little bit of spritz. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. Spritz the tag. Let's go in with the black soot. I'm really super scared. I don't know. Let's just do it. Come on. I don't know if this is right, but you know what? It's going to be what it is, right? I guess I'm going to have to get used to these bottles. Now let's give it a little bit of the ground espresso. Try a little priming the pump here a little bit. Can't really see it that well. Come on. New bottle, right? Okay, well, let's dry it now. Okay, got ink on me. That's all right. It's all right. Okay, let's try this. I can't ruin it, right? You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Yay. It's not going to be exactly like Stacy's, but that's okay. It'll be mine. Now let's be really bold and spray it with a little bit more water. How's that? We're getting confident. Woohoo! Don't overdo it. Don't get too confident. Okay, honestly, I kind of liked it the way it was before, but give it a second. It actually is pretty cool. I guess I'm just not a real grungy type fan. I do like it though. Okay, this is like growing on me. I like these little bits of, they look almost kind of rusty. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I kind of think it's pretty cool. All right, my very first project. Woohoo! I'm so happy that I did this and shared it with you guys. So let me know what you think, okay? I love it. And now I can save it so I can put it in a junk journal. Is that going to be next? Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. But this was fun. I just had to get over my fear of doing this and trying it and not trying to be perfect about it. And look what? You end up with something really cool. Okay? So maybe you guys can try this yourself. Follow Stacy's blog. And she has a lot of cool projects on there. So thank you, Stacy. Totally appreciate what you did. And now I'm going to go have a cup of tea and kind of relax. I'm kind of spent. Okay? All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.